Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the big house, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense takes the field. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
They did a really good job of setting a tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Carolina 7, Eastern Michigan 0.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Eagles offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Rides the back on the option to give. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Turning on the Jets. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to pass. It's Burt. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Racing down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Coffee. Gets it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To throw, it's Burt. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Eagles want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They go to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Burt. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Coffee. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Sets up the screen. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tarheels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interception.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Burt. Completes it in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti.
And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Hold it. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Burt. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down.
Let's go.
Back to the ground with the running back. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Pulls it in on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Eastern Michigan going fast.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Dropping back, it's Burt. Nobody around as he makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 11. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Eagles. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
16.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Coffee. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set.
They'll move the tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Looking to throw, it's Burt. Got it set up on the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep down the right side. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
First down for the offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffee. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off play action on first down. Working that left side now.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tarheels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick pass on the jet motion. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Find some fresh air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Here we go.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Touchdown, UNC! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Burt. Got his man. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Come on, set.
Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Eastern Michigan going fast. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass, it's Burt. Back's got it. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds.
Get set, get set.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. It's complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Eastern Michigan.
Roll it, roll it.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.